welcome to Phoenix TV. This is a show that brings you Manchester's fastest and most exciting sports team, the Manchester Phoenix. On tonight's show, we've got a pre-game with myself and Andy Wood. We'll have game highlights, player interviews, and the usual post-match get-together. So let's get straight on to it. I'm here with Andy. Hi, Andy.
Good evening, Jim. Nice to be here again.
Yeah, it is. Let's a quick chat about last night, really, up at Solway, rather. Back up in God's country. It was nice. I got some shortbread back, so that was all right. Solway struggled. They had the youngsters out. We put the youngsters out. Game was over at halfway, and Tony got the two youngsters that we took to travel. Of course, we struggled again because the Minotaurs had a game. So Harry Greaves had a great game. He had a full half of the game and got himself a shot out.
That's great for the young lad. Really is. I mean, he'll be absolutely delighted with that. In terms of the game, I mean, no surprises there. As we've seen already in the cup competition, games are a little bit one-sided, and although we've been relatively short-benched, I don't think it makes a great deal of difference. The class of our British players is a little above what we can expect from the NIHL team. So no real surprises, job done, and we move on.
That's right, of course, and we had young Pollitt got most of the game on D because we moved Johan up front when we lost Bobby at the end of the first period. So we're right down to the bare bones, and well, that wasn't a great spectacle the last half of the game. Saw some good goals, with great atmosphere by the people up there, looked after as well. So yeah, it was a good visit, all told.
I think that's one of the things that's come out of the cup games. You take the game out of the equation, and the camaraderie between the sets of fans has been very good, and you know, it's something. It's a nice touch for the opposing fans to, you know, appreciate Phoenix going up there and playing these games and not looking to embarrass them too much.
One thing they were a little bit miffed about, but they realised that it couldn't be helped, was that Tony couldn't ice because of the rules. That really could have been Tony's last game in Scotland in a way, you know, and it would have been a bit poignant. But the clubs all agreed these rules to try and help these people out, and we're just stuck with it. Yeah,
I'm sure Tony, deep down, Tony might have quite fancied a game up in Bonnie, Scotland again. But like you say, it's not to be, and you never know. He's said he's on the brink of retirement for a number of years, so there may still be another opportunity somewhere down the line.
You know, for the first time, I actually think he means it this time.
You're probably right.
Right, let's move on to tonight. Totally different kettle of fish taking on Telford. They're riding high. They're looking good. They've got the top three scorers in the league. And they are looking, the one thing we all said was, can all these good players play together as a team? And it's looking like they can.
Yeah, they seem to have gelled very quickly. I mean, firstly, it's great to get back to EPL action. I mean, as nice as the cup games have been as a diversion, EPL is what we're here to see, and that's what everybody's looking forward to. But Telford are going to provide a very, very stern test, and I think it will give us a good indication of where we are as a team this year. Obviously, we're likely to have 2, maybe 3 players still out of the team, but it's an opportunity for us to test ourselves against what are most people's favourites for the league, and hopefully we can come out of that with a lot of credit.
Well, yes, it will be a tough one. I mean, they've got, I think, Thomas Murdy in goal for them. He is a very, very capable netminder, and because he could really do the job for them. Up front, Silverthorne, Scott McKenzie's finding a new lease of life, doing really well. And of course at the back, one of my favourite players back from the elite days, Max Burbrayer. I mean, the guy's a complete D-man as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, they've got a host of big names in the team, and you know, they've got a long bench, and it's going to be a tough game. But I think what I've noticed about Telford games this year is they seem to take early leads in games and then build on that. It'll be interesting to see how they react if we can, you know, maybe get the first 2 goals, see how they react coming from behind, and who knows, we can with the crowd that's likely to be here tonight. It's going to be a big crowd. You know, if we can get our names on the board first, we've got a chance.
Yeah, of course, and I mean, a win for either team tonight will more or less make it sure that they go through to the cup semi-finals as well, with it being a cup match as well. So that'd be nice to park that in the garage, so to speak.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be nice to have to not have to worry about the remaining cup games if we can get a result tonight. First and foremost, though, it's league points that we want. We're not in the position in the league that we are accustomed to being at this stage of the season. You know, we normally come out of the traps flying. We've been a little slow this season because of injuries, and it's a chance for us to re-establish our league credentials and start to move up that league.
And of course, if I say something nice about Telford, maybe the fans will start speaking to me again.
Let's not get carried away there, Jim.
Well, to be honest, it's going to be a cracking game. Let's wrap this up and let's go watch some hockey.
Left wing going cross ice towards Ham. It's tipped away by Joe Miller. Graham steps up, Ham knocking the puck loose into the zone. Will come the Phoenix. Cerny taking the shot, save is made. Walk on the rebound, the puck bounced up as he was trying to knock it towards the goal. Face off to the left of Stevie Phone. It is the Phoenix winning the draw. Zajac back on towards the net. Only Graham there. He gets the puck ahead, tipped through by Michael Cerny towards Adam Walker. Zajac circling the net, risky pass. The Phoenix will keep it in. Boothroyd finding Cerny. He's got Walker who scores! The Tigers being too cute trying to clear the zone. They are punished by the Manchester Phoenix. Adam Walker on the board against his former team. It's no more than the Phoenix deserve. It's Manchester 1, Telford 0. To intercept, Kovar picks up the puck. Big shot, pad save, Murdy Thompson on the rebound. Had his stick tied up by Maynard as he was trying to get his shot away. Callum Bowley will skate onto the puck, he can't get it clear. Kovar's kept it in. Thompson trying to turn on the sixpence. It's Quinney who gets onto it. He sends it up to McKenzie, tipping it through. Neil comes quiet, reaches the centre ice. He gets the puck away towards Robert Kovar. Maynard will skate onto it for the Tigers. Playing up the boards towards Dan Davis. Berlin is who sends it back in. Quinney down here in the corner to Davis. He will go cross ice. The Tigers with Miller, who Jason Silverthorne, Boothroyd will get onto it down in the corner. Silverthorne ties him up, Hammond trying to clear the puck. Sabo in there trying to dig it out. The puck does break loose to Peter Sabo, Hammond tangling up along the boards. Tigers trying to work it towards the front. Sabo towards the net, it's deflected away by Ham. Cerny playing it off the boards. Can Walker skate onto it? Not quite, as Andre does get it away. Sabo with a backhander that's been picked off by Hand. He flips it cross ice into the zone. Big shot from Michael Cerny. Murdy will glove that one and hold on for another whistle. Face off is won by Chamberlain, who tries to muscle his way down into the zone. Weaver across to Zajac. Novak going for the first time, passes in the skate to Watkins. The Tigers will send it down into the zone for Rick Plant to chase. Benwood well shields the puck. Berlin's pass is given away. The Tigers playing it through the crease and will be picked up by Novak, who gets it to Plant down behind the goal. Berlin will take him into the boards. Berlin chopping the puck around. It'll be Benwood to skate onto it. He sends it up the boards. Watkins waits for the puck to come loose. It's been bounced up in the air. The Tigers have kept it in again. Dropping down low is McKenzie right through the crease. It'll be picked up off the boards by Watkins. He spies a bit of room. Gets past Rick Plant down into the zone. Murdy getting his stick on it. It's Weaver for the Tigers, who plays the long pass up ahead to Scott McKenzie.
Okay, so you have a great company, you provide a great service, you have a great team. What you really need is more customers. How do you get the message out there? How do you let people know just how great you are? How do you decide how you get noticed? How do you decide which platform? The Phoenix Premier Business Club offers you the complete package, helping you connect to the right people, providing you with the right audience over all the marketing platforms. As a member of the Phoenix Premier Business Club, you'll be able to effectively network, bringing together fellow businesses through trust and relationship building, helping companies become walking, talking advertisements for one another. Video as a platform encompasses a greater persuasive effectiveness than many other communication tools. It sells a product or service using sight, sound, and more importantly, emotion. The Phoenix Premier Business Club will capture, produce, and edit video marketing modules for you. Focus your online message and presence. The Phoenix Premier Business Club provides your company with a central communication and promotional hub. Engage your customers. Stand out from your competitors. Offering genuine incentives, the Phoenix Premier Business Club will offer you 2 exciting purchasing incentives, whether it's B2Cs or B2Bs. Your customers' recommendations are still the #1 way to gain more business. The Phoenix Premier Business Club will assist you in building a recommendation hub, providing potential customers confidence in you and your service or products. Get your happy customers to sell for you. Be a part of this great business opportunity. Be a part of the Phoenix Premier Business Club.
Thompson, Koval will have to skate around to try and get onto it as the Tigers put the pressure on. Andre's in there, Thompson trying to knock the puck through, he does, he finds Bakalik, who keeps the puck away from Dan Scott. Scott did well to win it back, fires it around the board, Phoenix should keep it in, and they do as it finds Koval down in the corner, puck just rolled away from him, Brea chops it round the glass, James Neal couldn't get tight in time to keep it in, but Thompson's got a bit of time to skate back and pick it up. Luke Boothroyd has the puck for the Phoenix. Loses his edge, plays the puck away. Dickinson is back there, he'll get back onto it, played around the boards. The Tigers will pick it up, Miller picking up down in the corner, trying to turn away from Bobby Chamberlain. Knocking it past James Neal, skate in there from Dickinson was a good one to knock the puck away. Davis will get onto it, ahead of Neal, he backhands it through to Miller down in the corner. Boothroyd ties up his man, Callum Bailey comes in and the whistle goes from... Floats a backhander through all the way down on Stevie Phone and sweeps it away. Benwood sending it up the boards, Miller's knocked it down. Silverthorne trying to turn Benwood. Moving out of the corner, sharp angle, it's got through and in. Plenty of traffic in front of Stephen Phone, who saw it very, very late. Jason Silverthorne gets it under the arm of Stephen Phone, and the Tigers are level. It's Phoenix 1, Telford 1. It is Hammond who wins the draw. Graham fires around the boards. Zajac dumping it in. Berlin stepping up, just about wins the puck back, gains the blue line, gets it away to Adam Walker. Berlin towards the net. Cerny was the high man. Walker through traffic. Murdy paddles it away. The Phoenix have got to get back here as the Tigers will break down the ice. Passes a good one into the zone. It's dropped back. Shot does not get through. Well blocked. The Phoenix will find Hammond, who fires it cross ice into the zone. Is Frankie Bakalik. He shoots, he scores! It's a Bakalik bullet! Tom Murdy didn't even move as Frankie Bakalik picks out the top corner with 30 seconds left on the clock. The Phoenix retake the lead. It's Manchester 2, Telford 1. To win the puck back. Drops down low, curls in the corner. Salem will get it up the boards. Brea couldn't control it. James Neal will hurry back and finds Berlin, who goes cross ice first time to find Michael Cerny. Cerny with a bit of room to skate into the zone. Fakes the shot, drops it back hand towards the net. Murdy will hold on. And now Adam Walker. Walker taking a shot. It's deflected down into the corner. Cerny trying to get there ahead of Maynard. Tigers dispossess the man and away. They will come into the zone again. Shot is gloved by Stevie Phone. Max Brea let it go, but Stevie Phone equal to it with that big glove.
CNI Solutions, keeping your computer network infrastructure beating. Because if it stops, so does your business. We provide many unique ways of keeping your network running at its full potential, ensuring your company never misses a beat. CNI Solutions, keeping your computer network infrastructure beating.
Your old car, seen better days, given up the ghost? You need the friendly guys at Davidson's. One phone call is all you need. They'll collect your car for free, sort out that nasty paperwork, and transform your old banger into lots of lovely cash. Because Davidsons are extremely reputable and recommended by the DVLA. So for the best prices, cash on the spot, and to scrap your car with confidence, call us on 0161 928 9981.
Davidsons, we're talking scrap.
Here at CW Motors, we provide a large range of high-quality services. Your vehicle will be looked after by our highly qualified and dedicated team, using both state-of-the-art technology and good old-fashioned elbow grease. We specialise in accident crash repair, mechanical and bodywork, and MOT preparation. We also have oven and jig facilities and can provide insurance estimates. So, for a friendly and professional service, come and see us at Victoria Mill, Droylsden. Or you can call us on 0161 371 9983.
Backhands towards the front, Boothwell gets a deflection on it to clear it away. Novak takes a shot from behind. Nothing will be called by Steve Brown. The Tigers get it back to Quinney at the line, whose shot goes well wide. Chamberlain trying to chop it clear. Salem sends it in behind the net. Tigers trying to walk it out front. The Phoenix clear it away again. It's Davis down in the corner. There's a man at the back door. Davis tried to bank it in off the post. Boothroyd has his stick tied up as he tries to get to the puck. It'll break loose, and it's Bobby Chamberlain. Will skate it away for the Phoenix. He plays it through. Will chase it down into the zone as the Phoenix complete their line change. Cerny in on the forecheck. The pass comes off the skate to Marcus Maynard, who tries to give it back to Quinney. Maynard again plays it into the skate to Michael Cerny. It's bouncing down. The Phoenix trying to get onto it. Silverthorne finds Sabo, who plays it up ahead to Miller. The Tigers will break in 2-on-1. Miller slides it across and they score. Jason Silverthorne it is again, off a nice pass from Joe Miller. The 2-on-1 pays dividends for the Telford Tigers, who have tied the game for a second time. It's Phoenix 2, Telford 2. Silverthorne on the wing, trying to dump it in. Berlin ties up his man. Graham misses his check on Peter Sabo. The puck breaks up in the air. Sabo trying to glove it down. Chance on the backhand. Whistle has gone. Hand pass called by Steve Brown. The Tigers thought they'd scored. Jason Silverthorne is absolutely furious, but Steve Brown's whistle had very clearly gone, and it will be no goal. Here come the Phoenix again. Maynard will force him wide. Cerny driving down low. The puck got stuck. It comes to walk off the back of the net. He played it out front towards Graham. Miller intercepted. The Tigers will come away again. There will be a penalty called this time. Sabo in shoots. Good save by Phone. Hand getting onto the puck, and the whistle will go. It is a hooking call on Joe Graham. The Tigers will go on the power play. Off to the right, Stevie Phone. It is the Tigers who win the draw. Weaver trying to flip it through, it's been intercepted. Breaking in short-handed is Tony Hand. He takes the shot, save is made by Murdy. Silverthorne and then Weaver get onto the rebound. Plays it up ahead towards Peter Sabo, who will gain the zone. Sabo, Zajac walking in, shot gets well blocked. It'll be picked up by Weaver down in the corner. Tigers trying to work it through. Ben Wood's final loose puck. It's played to Sabo behind the net. He's got Zajac walking in. Sabo trying to tickle it in at the near post. Phone making the save. The puck does come loose. Silverthorne taken into the boards by Berlin. Played out to Miller, top of the circle. Shot was deflected. Chance in front. What a save! Stephen Phone with an outstanding save on Jason Silverthorne as he dived across and got the paddle down to keep it out. Weaver, he'll send it around. Graham will look to skate across as Bibrea gets onto it. Graham bumps his man. Kovar's in there to try and work the puck loose. It's Bakalik who gets onto it, but he's had his pocket pick. McKenzie trying to sneak it out front. Phone gets the glove on it and will hold on. Faking the shot, dropping down low. Carries all the way around the back of the net. Dropping it off, the Phoenix dump it in. to Kovar down in the corner. He turns away from Dan Scott, trying to play it out front. It'll come through to Robin Kovar. The puck is just sat there in the slot. It's played towards Silverthorne. Graham will backhand across the ice to Backlick. 2 Tigers on him. He gives it away. Silverthorne in front, scores. Terrible giveaway from Frankie Backlick. Jason Silverthorne backhands up over the blocker of Stevie Phone to complete his hat-trick and see the Tigers take the extra point. What an effort from the Manchester Phoenix, but in the end it is the higher class of the Telford Tigers and Jason Silverthorne in particular that's made the difference. The final score after overtime, Manchester Phoenix 2, Telford Tigers 3.
Okay, here I'm with Phoenix TV. Final score after overtime, Phoenix 2, Telford Tigers 3. And I'm here with an old friend again, with Joe Miller. Joe, what a fantastic advert for hockey in the EPL.
Yeah, it was a tough one. I think that's probably the best team we've played this season, Manchester. They made it tough for us all night, and we didn't really get going for a couple of periods. The third period, I think we dominated. I'm not sure whether you guys ran out of steam a little bit or we were just a better team, but it was a tough night, and it could have gone either way in OT.
Tremendous amount of pressure in the first sort of 5-10 minutes of the third period. The power play, that line was on the ice for a long time.
Yeah, I just wouldn't go in for us. I don't know what was Phoney. I think had a horseshoe somewhere hidden in him. He was on form tonight. He stood on his head, and luckily we found a way to get one. And then Silverthorne scores a big goal in OT for us. Well,
I think we've got 5 more games against each other. I think it's going to be a good series between the two teams.
Yeah, I think they're going to be 5 long nights as well, if that's anything to go by.
Well, Joe, it's been a good weekend for you guys, beating a couple of the top teams. Best of luck for the rest, and we'll see you in a few weeks.
All right, cheers.
Thanks, Joe. Cheers. Right, here I am, Phoenix TV again. I'm here with our man of the match. An absolute stellar performance in net from our netminder Stevie Phone. Steve, it was a tough break right at the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was an unlucky one. It's one of them things, though. Anything can happen in overtime, and same if it went to a shootout. So it's one of them where it's not the best way to lose a game, but throughout the game we played solid as a team. So that's something that we can build on. And Telford have been really turning teams over. So for us to really take it to them like we did, I think it's a real good step in the right direction for us.
Well, certainly haven't seen most games this season. I think that's been our best performance of the season, our best team performance, and of course we're still missing some key guys.
Yeah, we are. We always seem to get injuries now and then, but it's one of them things. It's the nature of the sport. So we've just got to battle through. And I said to a few of the guys, like, if we put a run together, we can be right back in the mix of this. It's everyone's beating everyone. And it's one of them. I think it's going to be one of them years where, like I say, if we put a run together and just get a few wins under his belt, where we get the wheels going, and we'll see a different team out there. And once we've got a bit of confidence, I think we'll start getting back to how we can play and getting them points on the board.
Yeah, I think it was very, very difficult to pick man of the match tonight. I mean, obviously yourself for an outstanding performance, but there was 3 or 4 others were well in the mix for it. I mean, it was a good team performance tonight.
It was, yeah. You can't ask for anything more. The guys are there helping me out, so if I have a better game, it's usually down to the team having a better game, because they're helping me out back there and keeping the shots to the ones that I can handle comfortably and clearing up the rebounds and stuff. So it's a solid team performance, and that's what we want, and we're going to build from that and take it into Thursday's game against Peterborough.
And a quick word about Telford. I mean, they are a good side. They've proved they're a good side tonight, and they've good entertainment value from both teams tonight. Yeah,
they are a good side, and you can't doubt that. They've recruited well, and they've got good depth. They've got solid quality all the way through the team. So they're always going to be up there, I think. After you've seen what they recruited. So it's one of them where I think you have to play a certain way against them. Play hard, and it has to be a solid team performance. So we did that tonight. I just think we're a little bit unlucky not to come away with the 2 points.
Yeah, I think we have. Steve, thanks very much. On to Thursday in Peterborough. Good luck. Let's get the track wheel back on the track again.
Yep, definitely.
Thanks, Stevie.
Cheers.
Right, post-game show. We've got Anna. Hi, Anna.
Good evening.
And I've got skipper Luke Boothroyd. Hi, Luke.
Good evening.
Right, always a tough one to do after a disappointing defeat.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of positives to take from it. So, I mean, yeah, it's gutting to lose 3-2, but, you know, they're a really good team, especially, you know, this year with the guys that they picked up in the summer, and obviously that's the first time we've seen them, and, you know, they do look pretty good, but, you know, I thought we were better tonight, and, you know, it just shows, you know, the optimism we've got going forward that, you know, we're going to be right up there again.
Well, talking to most people around, our best performance of the season tonight, teamwork-wise, working as a whole team. And when I went around trying to find the man of the match, you know, I had 6 names on it.
Yeah, I mean, it really felt that way, that it was the best we've played this season. You know, I think it's like when we win the league and then the next year we go into places, people always want to beat us. You know, everyone's aware of what, you know what Telford are about, and you know, I think everyone is going to be really up for it every time Telford come into their rink. So I think that showed.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a tried and tested method of play. You know, it's brought us great success in the past. Obviously, Telford have changed the dynamics of the league. Would you say that we needed to change our game plan slightly off the back of tonight in time for next time we play them?
No, I don't think so, because, you know, nothing went drastically wrong, or you know, we dominated them for, you know, large periods of the game. So I don't think anything needs to change. They're a different style in the context of, you know, the Telford organisation, but they're not a different team compared to, you know, say, you know, they're quite similar to a Guildford, say, you know, quite skillful and good depth. But, you know, we always play the same way we play. Obviously, we tweak, you know, certain things, but you know, we have our own style, and, you know, I think that works pretty good.
And I think the main thing to remember is they are beatable. Telford they have lost so far this season, so if Basingstoke can do it, there's certainly no reason why we can't.
Yeah, I mean, it showed tonight. It could have gone either way. So, you know, nobody goes into any game thinking that you can't win or somebody's unbeatable. You know, we're all in the same league, and, you know, anything could have happened tonight. You know, like I say, we dominated them for large periods, and, you know, just at the end there, obviously they sneaked a goal, which, you know, won it for them. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, last night, obviously, it's a different kind of game, isn't it? We went up to Dumfries to play the Solway Sharks, came out of that with an 11-0 win, and then tonight where you've got a battle every way. Now, I'm not talking, again, in context of, you know, the league below, but last season we stormed to victory straight away. We made massive sort of margins in goals. Which game do you prefer?
I think tonight, you know, it's you know, it's a closer affair. You know, not taking anything away from Solway. But, you know, it's more of a challenge tonight. You know, they've got, you know, a lot more talent, a lot more depth, and you know, those are the games that you want to play in, 'cause you know that those are going to be ones that sort of, you know, win and lose you a league. So
I think it's a concentration thing as well. I mean, your job's all about playing the top teams, looking for victories, being up the top of the league, and we certainly got that tonight. There was 2 good hockey teams, nothing untoward in it, and just get on with playing their own type of hockey. Yeah,
it was, you know, I think from a fan's perspective as well, it was probably a really good game to watch. Like you say, it was, you know, two talented teams going at it, and, you know, there was nothing untoward happening, and, you know, obviously both teams just, you know, trying to play hockey, trying to get the win. And I think it was a good, you know, a good brand of hockey that that was there. So and really fun to play in.
Absolutely was. Right, well, really moving on, our weekend games on Thursday this week with Peterborough coming up here. A sticky team here, but we've got a good record against them here. We look to get the wheels back on track and picking up the points.
Yeah, I mean, past record doesn't always mean, you know, anything. I mean, it can go, like you say, they're an odd team in ways, in that they're sort of up and down, and you never know which Peterborough are going to turn up, and, you know, they can turn teams over. So we're going to just, you know, go with the same mentality that we had, you know, tonight against Telford. So.
Right, well, I think that'll about do us. It's nice and early. That shows what a good game it was. You know, we were finished at 7:30 with a 2-hour game. But let's move on, and best of luck for Thursday, Luke.
Thank you very much.
Right, that's it for Phoenix TV for this week. Just to remind you that our game next is on Thursday night with a 7:30 face-off against the Peterborough Phantoms. Always a good game to watch when they come to town, so don't miss that one. You can follow the club on all the usual outlets. The Phoenix Podcast, just because Ben says I keep forgetting it. Phoenix TV, Twitter, and all the usual outlets in the newspapers, etc. So until next week, see you around.